What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Guys, life can't always be sunshine and rainbows and buttercups. Once in a while, you gotta buckle down and get serious. But not too serious, right? I mean, we still want to party and stuff. But seriously, guys, seems like you guys really value my opinion, and I really honor that. I'm flattered. So when I tell you that I like something, I like it. And when I don't like something, well, I gotta tell you that too. So all my reviews are 100% honest. And why don't we just talk about the watch I'm going to review today. It's 9:33 p.m. Let's get down to business. So here I have the all-new Reverie GT chronograph. It's a mecha quartz, so it's powered by the Seiko VK64 mecha quartz movement. It's got a sapphire crystal, it's got a 40mm case, it's got dual-colored superluminova lume, and a 50-meter water resistance rating. Now, Federico over at Federico Talks Watches already did a review on this watch. He did a very good job. As per usual, Federico always crushes it. And guys, please click the link in my description to watch that review. And why don't you go ahead and subscribe to him, because he knows like way more about watches than I do. I don't even know why I'm on YouTube. So here's some things I really like about the watch. First off, the case design. I love the case shape, and I love these lugs. They're very stylized and sleek, and they move right into these awesomely designed chronograph buttons. Again, very sleek, and it goes with the whole round theme of the case. It's I don't know, it's just a very slick design, and I like it. I also love that they sourced a very good Seiko movement, very accurate and reliable, that VK64 mecha quartz. And one thing that's kind of random, but I really do love, are the straps that come on this watch. Very soft, like surprisingly soft and supple, and I don't know, it's just a very nice detail to throw in with your watch. Now, I personally am very fond of the blue theme going on here, and it's got some nice texturing on the dial, but as with many things, the closer you get, the more apparent the flaws become. Now, in Federico's review, he mentioned that he spoke to another YouTuber that told him they didn't like the font very much. Well, that other YouTuber was me. That's right, I don't really like the font. When you look here at the Reverie font, it's hyper stylized with cursive, and then the GT signing is just block print. It's kind of just plopped there. It looks like it was an afterthought. And then when you get really close and you look at it like with a macro lens, it's not very nicely done on the dial, especially when you consider how nicely textured the center dial is. You wish they just spent a little bit more time doing a bit better detailing on the font. Also, another issue I have is that although it is a chronograph, I would have liked it to have some sub-second dial. As you see here, this is the minute counter, and then this is a 24-hour indicator for some reason. And again, yeah, it's a chronograph, but still, with my chronographs, I would prefer at least ticking seconds somewhere. But yeah, personal preference. Also, the lume on this watch, it's not great, to be honest. It has superluminova lume in 2 different colors, which I was really excited about, but then in person, it was kind of disappointing. Now, I have one more watch that uses superluminova lume, my Pantor Sea Lion, and that thing is very bold and bright when you light it up, but this, for some reason, it just dies down very quickly, and it's also just kind of dim from the get-go, so yeah, kind of a letdown. Okay, now those all may seem like kind of trivial complaints, but there's 2 things about this particular watch that are unforgivable. So you guys have probably noticed it by now as you look at some of the close-up shots I'm adding to this video, and it's probably been frustrating you, and by golly, it frustrates me every time I look at this watch. Here on the minute dial, you can see the minute hand does not properly line up with the indexes. Now, this is a huge issue when you consider that this is a chronograph, okay? They've sourced the Seiko VK64 mecha quartz movement, which prides itself in being very, very accurate. Now, it doesn't matter how accurate your movement is if the indexes don't match up with the hands, because it's very, very difficult to accurately measure time when things are just misplaced. It's just, it kind of makes the whole chronograph complication useless. And one last thing that is totally unforgivable about this watch is that when we look at the very nice strap, we come back to the buckle here. It's a butterfly clasp. And here, where it's signed Reverie, we see a very, very big scuff. Okay, at first when I took it out the box, I thought that that was a smudge, but nope, this indeed is a scuff on the metal right where it says the brand name. Now, for those of you who wear watches with clasps or buckles, especially like stainless steel bracelets, you notice that you'll get those desk diving scuffs from wearing it. But when you pull it straight out of the box and there's already some cosmetic, I don't want to say damage, but I mean, you know, well, it is damage. It is damage. When you see scuffs on the watch that you didn't put there yourself, it's just kind of a bummer, especially when you consider that this is over $400. At least it retails right now for like $435. So if I were to buy this watch, and especially with the oversight on the minute hand and the scuffing here on the clasp, I would honestly want my money back. So truthfully, guys, I really did want to like this watch. I mean, the owner of Reverie, he seems like such a nice dude, and the overall design of this piece looks really cool, but the execution, it wasn't there. And guys, I'm purposefully wearing my Seiko SSC 081 chronograph because this is a nice solar-powered chronograph with a comparable movement. It's incredibly accurate. Everything's aligned properly. It's got a 100-meter water resistance rating. It's rock solid. It's reliable. I've banged this thing around and have had zero issues with it. And it's gorgeous, and you can have this for around $200. So it's just, I mean, it's very difficult for me to justify the over $400 price tag, especially with these oversights. I can't do it. Alrighty, so guys, I honestly, I did not want to be mean. If you think that I wasn't justified with any of my critiques on this piece, please let me know in the comment section below. I can take it. I can take the criticism. And if you agree with me, please sound off in the comments. I'd love to hear from you as well. And guys, I want to thank you because we are just under 17,000 subscribers. Probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, we are going to break 17,000. And I want to thank each and every one of you for bringing in the new year on such a high note. It's crazy, guys. I love you guys, seriously, each and every one of you. And if you are watching this channel for the first time and you've enjoyed yourself but you haven't really thought of subscribing, please, I urge you to consider subscribing. Click that subscribe button. Seriously, it takes 1 second and it helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, you can click that little bell icon so you do not miss an episode of The Time Teller. There's just so much more awesome content on the way and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, The Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.